Hey guys, so in this video, I'll be showing you how to use Cloudways hosting in order to manage your websites and applications. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, so first you'll need to set up a Cloudways account. So you can click the start a free trial button over here, which will set you up with a free trial without needing to enter in your credit card. Okay, so let's get started. So click start free trial. Okay, so I already have an account here. So I get logged in automatically, but once you set up your Cloudways account, this page will be blank as you'll need to set up your own servers. So what you want to do is set up a server first. So go into view all servers and then we're going to click add server. Okay, so first you want to select the application in which you'd like to create. So say WordPress or WooCommerce or Laravel are some of the options that they provide, as well as any PHP or custom applications. Okay, and in this case, we'll just build our server for WordPress. Okay, then you'll need to name the application. So let's say testing, and the server will be server 1. And then over here, we'll select our server provider. So Cloudways was recently acquired by DigitalOcean. So I think using DigitalOcean would be best if you don't have a preference. But if you're already familiar with any of these other three cloud service providers, then you can go with those options. But in terms of cost, DigitalOcean's would be the most cost effective. And then you can choose the size of your server. So for production websites, I recommend at least a 2 GB server, as that'll give you enough speed on your server that it won't be a bottleneck for any of your users. But if you're just building a staging website or testing out Cloudways, then you can just use the 1 GB feature, and then you can upgrade your server as needed. Okay, and then just with the 1 gig server, it starts at $11 a month with the DigitalOcean as your cloud service provider. Okay, and the location where you want to choose is the location in which your target audience resides in mostly. So let's say New York. Once you have this all configured, then you can click launch now and that'll start the process of setting up your server. Okay, so I already have a server, so I'll just refer to that in this tutorial instead of starting up a new server. So back in the dashboard, and then you can click into that, and then I'll just blur out some of these credentials, and then you can use these credentials in order to access your server FTP and SSH. But again, if you need to know how to handle a terminal in order to set up applications on Cloudways, as they do have deployment scripts which make it easy to set up WooCommerce and other pre-made applications. Okay, so let's go over the other features in your server. So again, you can monitor your resources. So again, this is important to monitor in case you need to upgrade your server if it's causing any bottlenecks in terms of RAM or CPU usage. Okay, and then these are the services in which the server is running. You can just leave these on by default. Okay, and then settings and packages. If you're experiencing any of these errors, say with the memory limit or upload size on WordPress, then you would go here in order to make those configurations. And again, with the advanced, if you're experiencing again any errors, then you would come to this module to edit these variables. And then the packages. So if you're looking to upgrade the PHP versions, then you can do that over here under packages. And then optimization. So I just turn on automatic disk cleanup so that it will automatically remove any files which won't have any impact on your server. Okay, and then this is for any scheduled maintenance. So if there's a security patch or a system update that needs to be made, then you can choose which time will be best to make those updates, as especially if you're a high traffic website such as an e-commerce website. Okay, and then over here in security, we can block any IP addresses as well as whitelist specific IP. So this is good for any applications in which it's limited to only a certain IP. So if there's any confidential data, then you can use this feature to whitelist the application to a specific IP. Okay, so it's the same thing over here for SSL. Okay, so vertical scaling. So again, if you need to upgrade your server, then you would do that here. So this is for the RAM modifications over here, and then block storage is for adding more hard disk to your application. So if you're storing a lot of pictures or just a lot of data on your server, then you can choose to upgrade only the hard drive. Okay, and then over here, backups are important. Again, as if there's any complications in your application, you're able to restore your server to a prior working version. And then over here, you can set up SMTP for setting up outgoing email delivery. So in another video, I showed how to set up Elastic Email, so you can refer to that video. And then over here, you can stop the server, reset the server, and delete the server, and even clone the server. I hope you're enjoying the video thus far. I just wanted to put a plug on my consultation service. So if you're looking for one-on-one help with your website strategy, or looking to learn more about web development, then you can click the link in the description to book a one-on-one consultation with me. Now back to the video. Okay, so once you configure your server, then you can add an application. So go over here into add application. So a server can have as many applications as you'd like, but again, keep in mind that it's all going to reside on one server. So if there's a specific application that uses a lot of resources, then maybe consider moving it to its own server. Okay, so we'll just create another WordPress website over here. So let's just call this testing and then add application. So now this will automatically set up a partition in your server for this new website. Okay, now over here back in the dashboard, our application has been created, so we can click into that. And then over here, I'll give you all the details about your application. So again, with Cloudways, they give you a domain which you can view the application in. Okay, great. So we have a standard install of WordPress. And again, you have the admin credentials over here. And then we'll just run through the features in which you're able to manage each application. So over here with staging management. So over here, you're able to set up a clone of your website. So this is good for developing new features on a live website. So again, you don't want to be making new updates to a live website with live traffic, as that can cause the user to experience a broken website, which leads to lost sales and lost leads. And then to set that up, you'll just launch the staging application, and then they'll just create a clone of this current application, which you can use as a staging website. Okay, and again, here in monitoring, you're able to view traffic as well as the analytics on your other resources. Okay, and then over here on logs, you're able to see any errors on your application. Okay, so over here is the vulnerability scanner. So again, this is good if you're using, say, WordPress, which has a lot of third-party plugins. It will monitor any plugins which contains vulnerabilities which you need to upgrade. So any plugins, themes, and WordPress version that you're currently running. Then over here is the bot protection. So this helps from ensuring that your website is safe and secure and blocks hackers and bots before they harm your website. So again, this is on by default and you should keep it on. So again, this is important once you have the website created, is to attach a custom domain. So you can just do that through here, and then you'll just enter your domain, and then you'll just need to enter an A record to your domain hosting that will connect that domain to the Cloudways server. Okay, so any cron jobs that you have, you can set that up over here. And then over here, you're able to issue free SSL certificates with Let's Encrypt. So again, that's fairly easy to do. You just enter in your email address as well as the domain which you'd like to apply that certificate to. Okay, and then over here, if you need to restore a prior backup or take a backup, you can do that through here. If you're deploying the app through GitHub, then you can connect your GitHub repository through this section over here by generating an SSH key, and then that'll connect to your GitHub repo. Okay, then over here is just your general application settings in which it's handled within the server. So again, by default, these would be handled by Cloudways. So unless you know what you're doing, then I wouldn't mess with any of these other settings. Okay, and then again over here, if you need to update any of the memory limits for any of your application, then you can do that through here. Okay, and then if you're coming from another hosting company, then you can migrate your WordPress website directly to Cloudways. So you can just download their WordPress migration plugin, and then you're able to migrate your website to Cloudways. Okay, then over here, if you're looking to connect the Cloudflare CDN, then you'll just need to connect your domain over here, and that'll help with site speed and image optimization, as well as with these other features such as DDoS protection. And then lastly over here is the save updates. So these will automatically update your WordPress application, themes, and plugins. So if you want to save time compared to doing them manually, then you can enable this feature, but this is a paid feature. So this concludes the end of the video. I hope you're able to follow along with this tutorial and set up Cloudways hosting. And again, I'd appreciate it if you would use the link in the description in order to sign up. If you're looking to book a one-on-one consultation with me, then you can also click the other link in the description. Please like, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.